And what that was is a question, and that question, and I asked 1,000 people this question. I love people because it's different for everybody.
Right.
But the question is, can you tell me the difference between knowledge, intelligence, and wisdom, and how you attain them? What this is a question for one I would use with women because it would make women stop and think. It's a great question for women because it gets their attention, right? But at the same time, asking men that, we all have different answers because these are three different ideas.
Right.
And they all mean different things.
Yeah. And it could be shallowly understood, and there could be a lot more depth to someone's answers.
And the beautiful thing about it is I've had people say, you know something, let me get back to you on that. Not answer the question. I've had people come back to me in written form, like an essay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because they want to give it that much attention. That's like an appreciative thing.
Yeah.
To make you like, because it's like whatever you had going on in your mind right now, I just put that there for you.
Right.
You know, in a sense that we can talk about this right now, we can talk about it later, but at the same time, when I ask that question, I'm getting a lot out of you. Because what it is a trauma screening question.
You can ask you here if you want to.
It's just saying, you know something, is this somebody that's going to recognize that I work a little bit differently? You know what I mean? Is this somebody that knows what struggle is?
Yeah.
Is somebody that recognizes that I might look the way I do, but I struggle. I've struggled my whole life. And when I take my shirt off between the scars and the tattoo, like, I love myself now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I look at that shit like I overcame that. That's wild. That's so wild.
It is that. And it's funny you said that, like loving yourself through scars and what other people would look at as like some shit to hate themselves for. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think that's on the same line of going back to the analogy of the guy who comes home and everything but the kitchen sink is gone.
Seeing the beauty.
Yeah.
Seeing the beauty in everything, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing the beauty in everything, whether it be people, animals.
Yeah. And a lot of times
it's an art form.
It is. It's an artist who's doing it, you know what I mean? And a lot of times people look at it like, oh, that's fake. You just trying to be on some Tony Robbins type shit or something like that, you know what I mean? Or whoever, Zig Ziglar or something like that.
I don't even know who they are. So you know
what I mean? Motivational speakers, and they have, and that has its place. But I'm not the one who's like be falsely optimistic. You know what I mean? Authenticity
breeds creation, bro. You know what I mean?
It does.
And being authentic to myself was one of the harder choices I had to be because I was allowing another person to dictate who I was.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's sad.
It is, but again.
But it's a learning experience.
Right. And you should give some grace to yourself, being as though you're coming out of a foster home, multiple foster homes, and whatever other traumatic experiences that have caused you to have post-traumatic symptoms. You know what I'm saying? And considering that and then going a step further, and rather than seeing that as a handicap or something to be victimized about, to change it up and
flip it on its shell.
Yeah. And,
you know what I mean?
Right. And see it as a victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, and even like in recent times, I started to look at it like, how could you go through all what you went through and go through and still not only stay positive, but be like the light of the environment? Like, remember we spoke about we want to be the dumbest one in the room, you know what I'm saying?
Because to want, it's a constant want to thrive.
Right. You know what I mean?
Grow.
And anytime we the smartest ones in the room, that's not really an ideal situation. Now, there are certain spaces, like if you got a woman, children, little cousins, nieces, nephews, that's appropriate, you know what I mean, for you to be the smartest one in the room.
Yeah. That's only fair.
Yeah.
I've been here longer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or at least you should be. Now, if you're dealing with a prodigy and this and that, great. You know what I mean? Invest in that person and work with them.
Yeah.
But that aside, that's fine, fair, normal, natural.